Okay guys, so today is just going to be mainly a bug fixing episode. I thought there might be a couple of bugs with the AI and I found a few and have managed to fix them. The main issues were when the AI was calculating a node, that sometimes was wrong, and if an actor couldn't move, it could cause a crash. Some maps where there's a lot of bottlenecks were having that problem, so I have solved those problems and a few more. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to fix the AI first. If we go into SCR target in range, and then in this region here, if the target is outside range but we might be able to move and target them, this is where we want to be. So we don't need this anymore because we're going to calculate the grid X and grid Y difference separately, so we can get rid of this. And then we don't need this either, or this line. So this line is new. This is going to replace that stuff. So basically the difference is going to be the difference between the nodes grid X and the targets grid X plus the difference between the nodes grid Y and the targets grid Y. That will give us a more accurate difference. So because I was having people with melee weapons ending up 2 squares away and thinking they're next to the target. That's because of the previous calculation. So this will fix that. And also every time we return from this script, we need to be destroying the list and the queue. I forgot this region last episode. So if you do Control F, type in return, and then we press it a few times. Every time you see return highlighted, like here, you'll see it should have delete and destroy the queue in the list. So 1, 2, should have 3 returns. There we go. So that's all the changes in SCR target in range. If we go to SCR AI actions, I think there's just one change. Yeah, so at the very bottom here, we're in the region where basically the AI can't attack or heal anyone. So you just want to move towards the nearest target. This here was cutting off the path too short, so they were only moving like 2 squares. This change here, greater than movement points plus 1, will fix that, and there's no other change to this script. The last thing we need to do to fix AI is going to SCR generate path, and then where we're checking for the parent of the current, if it's not equal to no one, then that's fine. We have a path. If the parent turns out to be no one, that means that the node was never found. That the node we're trying to get to was never found when we generated the list of nodes in the first place. That means that the AI couldn't find a path to where they were getting to. So if that's the case, we just want to clear the path queue. Otherwise, it's just going to contain the end node, and if we don't clear it, then the character will just warp all the way to where they're trying to get to, and basically land on top of the target. So this stuff here will fix that. We also have a crash sometimes. Well, we're moving from a new map, so from world map to the second battle map. If we go into OBJ test, draw event, where should we be? Let me just minimize this stuff, sorry. So we want to be in the battle unit region. And then here, where just above the region where we draw current actor of moving, we want to check to make sure the battle state is greater than or equal to actor taking turn. It's basically this line, but we're just checking for states greater than actor taking turn. It was a mistake to take this out in the first place because it caused a crash basically, so that's why it's there, because we can't be drawing the current actor before the battle state is ready. That's what was causing the crash. Okay, so one graphical glitch that we have at the moment, or that I have anyway, is that when a spell is being cast or being animated at the top of the grid, it's like a ghost image gets displayed like on the black area of the screen where it shouldn't be. The simple fix is just to draw a bigger black rectangle. So it's not very elegant, but I've just updated the coordinates for our black rectangle, and this will fix that. So if you were having graphical glitches, this is the fix for that. And then we also have stats. The very first stats animation, the alignment was off. So if we're going to the draw OBJ anim stat animation, all we have to do is set the H align and V align to center and middle, and that will fix that. This one here. And the last thing I want to do today is just make the enemies more distinguishable in battle, because the enemies and the player units all use the same sprites, so you can't really tell who's who. So all I've done is I have made this sprite, so just the letter E in the place where the right foot of the actor facing east would be, like this. It's the same size sprite as, I'll show you. So I just got this character, I drew an E on it, oops, 1425. So I got this character, drew an E on it there, and then made it its own sprite, and ended up with this. And then there's just 2 lines of code we need to do. So in OBJ test, draw event, we want to be in the draw cell, and then battle unit, and then here where we're getting the actor, we're in miscellaneous states is in battle. So as long as the actor isn't dead, then draw this as normal, and then this is the new line. So if the actor is not in the player's team, draw that E on their coordinates. For drawing the current actor, if he's moving, it's the same line here. I've copied and pasted it. We just need to update this from actor to current actor, and the draw coordinates to these coordinates. So if we run the game, we should be able to see this stuff in action now. So they move their full 4 movement spaces. I'm just going to speed up so we can see the knight getting into close range and attacking. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go to the next battle. So I've got a cheat where I can press escape to kill them all, enable a victory, and then go to the next place. And this map has quite a lot of bottlenecks, so we'll see a couple of guys just not move because there's nowhere for them to move to. It'd be nice for them to move at least a few squares ahead, but proved a bit more difficult than I thought it would be. So for now, they just kind of hold their ground and wait for a space to open up. I don't think it's a bad compromise. Okay, cool. So that's going to be the end of this episode. We got quite a few bugs fixed. If you find any more, let me know. Until then, I will catch you next time. Bye for now.